I'm Graeme. I come from up at Cowan. My father's side is the Lama Lama clan, and on my mother's side is the Yalanji from Mossman Daintree area. One is I've been very lucky. I've got basically one health worker for each clan group. Yeah. When you're dealing with Indigenous people, you're not actually dealing with one person. You're actually dealing with everything in his home. Like for instance, you can start someone here on insulin and say, yep, take it, yes. However, he hasn't got a fridge at home, or she hasn't got a fridge, so it's just a waste of their time. And again, they're not going to take the insulin because it's not in the fridge. So it's about looking at the community as a whole. The secret to healthier community and healthy people are with the Indigenous staff in translating, talking to them, getting them in for their checks and follow-ups onwards. I think it's important that the locals play a leading role in it. Here in Hopewell, we ran I'll just use that example. Like the men's group, for instance, on Mondays you have your men's group come here, have their meetings, have their health checks, and plan for the following week. Tuesday you have your cooking classes with the dietitian and nutritionists. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday you can plan your days around going out onto land. So by that they go hunting, and you go into different people's land, for instance, and make one person the leader, I suppose, and it's up to him to show everyone around his land, so that way you build in his self-esteem, and he's teaching people what handed down to him by his elders. And if you can do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like Friday you can, if you can, whatever you catch or then you can fill your freezer up at home. On a Thursday, if you can, whatever you catch, you bring it to your cooking classes on Tuesdays. In the past, we're having a lot of folks coming in from the weekend as not well, I suppose, and only because there's no food in the house because the money has been spent elsewhere, and that's the reason they're not taking their, I suppose, medication or insulin as well. So if you can keep that cycle going, it does work. Yeah, but you do a lot of behind the scene that they don't see as well. Talking to people, talking to the community, talking to council. One of the main issues the community have here, and they'll let you know, is if I'm spending too much time in the office and they don't see me out in the community, that's one of the issues they'll come up with and say, hey, we don't see you around, what's happening? So you thought, all right, I'm going to get out. So yeah, they keep you on your toes too. We find new staff here, very useful and helpful. Like we can learn off each other and teach each other a lot of different skills and stuff. So here we try and make everyone friendly. We don't have any issues. Any issues you have, you deal with straight away. So if there's friction between staff, the patient will see it, and you don't want that. So Um, it's the same as a clan groups fighting, and two health workers from those clan, you can tell there's issues. But as soon as they walk in the building, you have a talk to them and stuff, and they get on with their daily duties, and so you work around it as well. As I said, it's their community and their health centre. We just manage it. So by them, by the community having massive input, they can I suppose see that the longer vision for the people of Hopewell as a more friendly environment, not the hospital-based setting.